What's up, YouTube? Nova Piper. Oh, Nova Piper. Sunday. Rick Black poker. The friggin' little short, stubby, swirly stem. It's a great smoker. Balkan mixture. Galpin Hogarth Balkan mixture. Same tobacco 2 days in a row, which I very rarely do. I loaded this pipe up Thursday. I was going to go meet my lady friend there. So I took my pipe with me, but I never had a chance to smoke it. And it was all loaded, and today's Sunday. But yesterday, instead of smoking this bowl, I wanted to smoke a big-ass bowl, because it was my last chance to have a big, relaxing bowl for a while, I assumed. So I smoked Balkan mixture. And then here, some more of it right here. I said, fuck, I might as well smoke this. Got it's a little dried up, so I put my lips over it and just breathe through it, and it seems okay. Yeah, the big bowl I smoked yesterday, man, I got nicotine sick. Couldn't make it all the way to the end, but I got quite a ways into it before the nicotine hit me. I'm a lightweight. So if you watched my last video, I was talking about wanting to learn blues harmonica. I've had a harmonica for over 20 years and never learned how to play it. And then Ronin Piper commented on my video, says that he blows a harp. And so we got on Voxer and we were talking this morning about blues harmonica, and he gave me some fucking awesome advice. You know, you're online looking shit up and stuff like this, and you know, a lot of guys, it's hard to try to find stuff that's meant for beginners. I just probably don't know where to look. And of course I wanted to jump right in and learn the way he described. He gave me some great advice, and the way he described it to me was, I'll paraphrase here, but I'm learning, I want to play blues harmonica, so you know, you got to learn how to walk before you run. So I'm basically trying to learn how to run before I even walk. And the key in my harmonica, key G, he says, is a pretty hard harmonica to blow. So not only am I trying to learn how to run before I walk, I'm also trying to drive a fucking chopper before I, you know, learn how to drive a little Z50 or something, you know. So he gave me some great advice, though, you know. Instead of trying to learn a blues scale, just learn how to blow a major scale, a diatonic scale, Ionian, you know, do, re, mi kind of thing. Because I know my music theory, so. And that's the cool thing. Cool thing about theory, man, like I learned music theory on the guitar, and it fucking applies to this too. So it's like, dude, learn your major scale. It's like, yeah, got it. So I can do, you know, all my modes, you know, Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian. I could do all that. All the notes should be on there, and that's why I bought a G. Because I play a lot of, it's G, and I play a lot of minor. You know, I don't know if it works that way or not, but I'm sure that all the notes that I need for the key G should be on there. So G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, they should all be there. But he told me that the G harmonica is a tricky one to learn how to play on. He says you need a lot of air. So he told me to try a C. And lots of guys out there played C's. But I bought a G because I play D minor a lot. And so I thought, you know, hey, that makes sense. But it doesn't work that way with harmonica, I guess. Like a long time ago, man. I think he said A as well. A is another one. So I think if I had a C harmonica, I'd be playing, if I wanted to do blues harp, it would be G minor. But I'm not even going to think about that right now. I'm going to take his advice, and I'm just going to take this harmonica. I'm going to pick up a C. He even told me like to go get a Suzuki. You know, he's telling me all about the different horners, what he likes about them, what he dislikes about them. You know, don't try to learn how to bend notes or overblow. Just learn a straight scale. You got a G harmonica, learn a G scale. You got a C harmonica, learn a C scale. And And then the way he said it, just learn how to blow the notes. You know, like blow, draw, whatever. And then, you know, get used to that. You got to get used to that. You know, and it makes total sense. So it's great advice, dude. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Ronin Piper. He's only been on YouTube a few months. Ronin Piper. Check him out. I'll try to get a link in the bucket. I usually forget to do that though. So we got on Voxer. At least he knows how to use Voxer, right? I'm on Voxer with a lot of people, but we all text back and forth, and I fucking hate texting. So at least we're doing voice chat, you know. So that's what I like about Voxer, is just being able to hold that button, the walkie-talkie feature. Since I met this chick I've been seeing, since I met her, man, it's like 250 text messages a day. If I get on the phone with her, it's 4 hours long. So I'm getting crippled up, man. It's great advice, though. I was going to go to the music store today, and they're closed. He made a joke. He said all the music stores are closed on Sunday because all the musicians are too hungover. They don't shop on Sundays. But I'm thinking about all the rental gear. Musicians don't have any money. Gigging musicians are broke, man. So they rent their gear Saturday night to go gig Friday, Saturday night, and return it. So you'd think they'd be open on Sunday to get their gear back, but I guess, hey, they're all hungover, so they ain't even getting out of bed. Shacked up with some broad, right? Gigging at a bar, some drunk chick take you home. And don't kid anybody. That's why guys learn how to play fucking guitar. That's why I did. Oh, that was some great advice. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Even though it's a G harmonica, 251 texts. No, chipmunk. I got chipmunks, man, just flying around out here. Even though he says it's a G harmonica, I'm still, the notes should still be in the same spot. So the holes, you know, like if you blow on 1, draw on 2, draw on 3, blow on 3, like that, it should still be the same, I'm assuming, on any key harmonica. I'll look it up when I get back in, right? See, I love learning new shit like this. I start school tomorrow full time. Only 5 hours a day, private college. I'm excited about it, but it's really sinking in today because today's my last day. This is my last everyday Saturday, I guess, so. It's going to be cool, man. It's going to be laid back environment. Paid for by the government. 5 hours a day. I go in at 10, get off at 3:30, so should miss rush hour for the most part. A lot of good things happening in my life. Helped me forget about all the bad things that are going on. Even got me motivated, man. I've been playing so much guitar, writing songs, wanting to learn something new. I was down playing the drums, grabbed my harmonica, just getting right into it. I've always been into blues, man, and it's just something about the harmonica, fucking the blues harp is just amazing. And all the guys Ronin Piper was talking about, I've been checking them out, right? Let me see if I can find the message here. There's one guy, man. He's amazing. See if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Big back and forth. Yeah. See, he said the G's hard to learn on. He goes, the bends and the overblows are really tricky. Jason Rickey, or I think that's how you call it, R-I-C-C-I. He's amazing. He's really good. He's just got some super technique, man. It's just listening to him. He's like perfect pitch on the harmonica. Ronnie Shellist, J.P. Allen, Adam Gussow, Gussow, Gusso or Gussow. He's fucking great. I put a link to one of his videos. He's blowing some serious friggin' serious blues harp, man. Mississippi sax, he called it. Yeah. But it's I love the blues. And whenever I'd go out watching live blues, we used to do open mics and stuff like that. But man, watching like a tight blues band with a harmonica player, holy fuck, man, it's just amazing. Especially when they got all the different harps, man, you know, all the different keys and stuff, right? So many different styles too, you know. It's blues, it's broken down, you know. Blues hit it big, man. Like I like the old shit, like old when it came out of the South, you know, the United States down south. You know how it all originated. Back when slavery was legal in the U.S. way back, you know, and you know slaves would be out in the field singing songs, and then that kind of turned into blues. And then the old guys like Robert Johnson. I was born on Robert Johnson's Eve, by the way, so that's why I got blues in my soul, man. And then you got your, you know, the Delta blues, the Mississippi, you know, Chicago blues, Memphis, you know. But then when the shit hit the UK, like in the '60s, and then that's where, you know, like rock and roll all originated from that. Country music originated from that, but rock and roll, you think, okay, think of Chuck Berry. It's all blues, man. You think of Elvis, right? He's influenced by gospel and stuff like that. But when the American style blues, like the Muddy Waters, the Albert King, all that shit, you know, Howlin' Wolf, all that shit hit the UK, and then it just took right off, man. And then that's why I really like a lot of music out of the UK. Clapton, you know. But yeah, check him out, man. Ronin Piper there. I'll give him a plug. He helped me out a lot today with the harmonica. Gave me some great advice. You know, told me, you know, guided me saying you know, the mistakes that I'm making. You know, I'm trying to jump in to do something that's really difficult. Check the time. I'm trying to jump in to do something that's really difficult when I should be learning how to walk and before I run. You know, I never thought of that. I tried to get right into bending notes and stuff. And same as guitar, you don't sit there and, you know, learn to do something that's a bit more technical before you start out with some simple stuff, right? And if you're not motivated, if you don't, that's the thing about music. Musical instruments are tricky, and if you don't see progress right away, you get discouraged, and then they end up collecting dust. That's what a lot of kids, right? But it's all about having the right teacher, the right motivation, you know. But it's dedication and practice to learn how to be any good at music, anything in life, but music in particular, because it's, you know, it takes a lot of coordination and dexterity and muscle memorization, and then put the theory behind it. Instead of how to learn to play a song on an instrument, learn how to play that instrument. Because I know my theory, everything we talked about made complete sense on the harmonica, or a piano, or a guitar, or a saxophone, or anything. Anyway. Yeah, some good advice. We're going out and getting me a C harp. I'm going to get a Suzuki. I got a Horner here. He said try the Suzuki. He really likes them. See a couple other the big names playing the Suzukis. He said they're pretty easy to play. You know, it's same as guitars, man. All different brands and different shapes and different feels and different gauge strings and the sounds from the pickups and the wood and everything, right? The top, everything. You know, so I know nothing about the harmonica, so that was great advice. And I'll go get me a C harp, and then you never know, maybe I'll get a couple more. Maybe I'll get into it. That's what I'm going to do there this afternoon. I'm going to try to go online, and I'm going to try to find the diatonic pattern, just to play my Ionian mode on a harmonica. Even though it's a G, I'll give it a shot. No bending involved. Just learn how to play the single notes, he said, which is seems to be a fucking art in itself, man. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. See ya.